In case you haven't heard, there's a Chibi-Robo spiritual successor in the works called koROBO, being made by Chibi-Robo series veterans at their new Tiny Wonder studio. The game is about a little robot named koROBO, owned by a 10-year-old boy named Tom. koROBO helps out around the house with simple things like chores, but also helps Tom with some family troubles. To find out more about this game, we interviewed 3 of the developers at Bit Summit: directors Kenichi Nishi and Keita Eto, and music and sound effects designer Hirofumi Taniguchi. First, we told them it was clear they wanted to return to an exploration game in a similar ideal to Chibi-Robo. We asked them why did it feel right to return to that world, and which lessons have they taken. Nishi responded, "Anybody who loves Chibi-Robo has a dirty heart. If you're a fan of Chibi-Robo, I'm very happy about it, but the new project will have similarities, but is a whole new game as well. It's a type of game I've always wanted to return to, and the idea of crowdfunding came up, so it was time to take up that opportunity." We then asked the team if they had any fond memories working on the Chibi-Robo games, to which Taniguchi responded, "I've worked on lots of different music projects, but for the Chibi-Robo series, I handled music and sound effects. For these games, the BGM plays in the background, and as Chibi-Robo does actions such as walking or climbing, a sound plays at each moment. One of the unique challenges and a fond memory was figuring out how to have the BGM and sound effects not disrupt each other and be entertaining for the player." Our next question was about trying new ideas with koROBO thanks to the new technology and hardware, which Eto answered, "In the original Chibi-Robo, the character had to plug into the wall to charge, with limited energy to perform his actions, but koROBO is solar powered, so you have to find sunlight in areas where he can charge up and keep working. The other big point is the character Tom and koROBO's interactions with him. Tom will be tinkering with koROBO to power him up with new abilities, including many that weren't in Chibi-Robo." We then wanted to know the variety of problems that koROBO will be able to solve, and Nishi said koROBO is more of an electrical appliance, and its job is to fix problems from household chores like sweeping, but also helping a family member solve their internal family problems. As we've hinted at in the story, koROBO will even end up solving environmental problems. I hope people look forward to the impact koROBO will have not only in the family, but in the larger world. To elaborate on this, we asked if the game leaned into being an open adventure in which tasks can be done as you please, to which Nishi answered, koROBO will not be open world, but will have various locations like Tom's room, the apartment, etc. As we've already hinted, there will be time travel, which is something we're very excited about. For example, you can go to Tom's room years in the past. To a certain degree, there will be linear progression, but also freedom. If you have 3 things to fix, that's one of the main quests you have to finish to trigger the next event, but you can do that in various orders. We asked him the extent of how far this time travel works, and all he said was,
"Top secret."
We closed the interview by asking the team about this game's and Chibi-Robo's fascination with the American way of life, and how they approached this as a Japanese developer. They responded saying, "We're generally aware of Western culture, but what we find interesting is our angle, our take on the Western culture. That's something we want to create, and we're not worried if it's perfectly accurate, but we want to do our perspective on American culture. It's like American producers making a ninja movie and the interesting points that come about from that." And those were the highlights of our interview with the koROBO development team at Bit Summit. Let us know what you thought of it, and subscribe to GameXplain and hit that notification bell for updates on all things gaming and Nintendo. Until next time, bye bye.